Welcome back, guys, to the F1 Championship Edition Korea. We are here for the second race of the season here in Malaysia for the Malaysian Grand Prix. The final season is into its second race, and I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the series actually finishing in about 17 races time, but I'm enjoying it bit by bit because we're driving a Ferrari at the end of the day. And if you want to see how Bahrain went, I will say there's a link in the description for that. You go check it out if you want to, there's no pressure if you don't. And we're here in Malaysia, so let's find out where everybody starts for the Malaysian Grand Prix. That's our fuel strategy. We made it to the top 10, of course, because hashtag Ferrari. Here we are, the Malaysian Grand Prix. There's the circuit. It's a beautiful circuit here in Malaysia. Sadly, it had its last race in 2017. I've never really been a huge fan of it on the previous F1 games, or on the early Codemasters F1 games. I was never good at it. But recently, over 16 and 17, I'm very good at it, and on these older games I'm good at it as well. But I can remember once doing a full race distance as Barrichello on F1 2002, and wrecking the car before we even got to this final corner with about 2 or 3 laps left. But yeah, we're on pole position ahead of Fisichella and Alonso. Our teammate Massa is in P4, our former teammate Jenson Button is P5, Barrichello is in 6th for Honda on his return to Malaysia. And the McLarens start on his 7th and 8th, and there's the rest of the field going on by. Webber knocked out in Q1, and Liuzzi rounds out the end of the field, which is a surprise. It's normally E-Day, but here we go. The lights are coming on to start the Malaysian Grand Prix, the final Malaysian Grand Prix of F1 Championship Edition, and we are racing here in Malaysia for 6 laps. We get off to a good start. I'm going to have to go defensive though, into the inside, because I know what the AI are like, because I know that if we give them a chance up the inside into the first turn, which we've gone wide, we're going to be on the inside. There's yellow flags. What's happened? No, we're still leading though, so nothing's happened. Fisichella in 2nd, Alonso 3rd. Okay, it's a Toyota that's out. It's got to be Ralf Schumacher again, I would imagine, as we're on the brakes for turn 3 as Fisichella goes up the inside on cold tyres. Okay, Fizzy, stay calm, mate. You don't want to wipe us out the Grand Prix. Considering my aim is to finish every Grand Prix this season, then I don't want to be wiped out. We've got a car running around on... Well, he looks like he's got a puncture, and I think is that a Toro Rosso that's lagging at the back? I don't really know as well, but can these tyres warm up, please? Because I've got Fisichella behind me, and I know what he's like. He's probably going to throw it up the inside at some point. Oh, he's not there though. I hope there's no oil on the track, and I hope he's not in a position where it's going to cause mass devastation trying to overtake him. That car, I mean, that's lagging around at the back, but we're still in the lead of the Grand Prix. Come on, Felipe, get on the podium. He's in 4th at the minute, ahead of the 2 Hondas. Yep, we've run deep there, but we're still... Yeah, we're alright. And that, I think... Oh, there he is. Yeah, we lead the first lap of the race. I'm on about that car lagging at the back. We should be alright. So it's Renault versus Ferrari this season, as we're looking like we could take our 2nd win of the season.
The field looks like this. You now lead the race.
We do now lead the race.
Alonso 3rd. Massa 4th.
Come on, Felipe. Come on. We want to win the Constructors this year, because I've not done that on F1 Championship Edition with this career. Well, this particular career mode series, I've not won the Constructors yet. Yeah, I will stop his next lap, but the camera got very shaky through there, so I had to back off. Lost a bit of time to Fisichella. Don't want to cut the corners and get a penalty. Don't want to spin the car by running wide. It's going to be a pain in the ass where that car's going to be, isn't it, when we're coming to lap him? There he is. It's a Midland. No, it's a Red Bull. It's a Red Bull. Is it Coulthard then? Okay, it's a Red Bull. I think he might wipe somebody out the Grand Prix with the way he's going through there. Now, it could be David Coulthard. Is he not going? No, he's not going to wipe anybody out the Grand Prix there. But okay, That's good. We've lapped somebody in a 6-lap race. Mind you, he's got a puncture, but we lapped him. There we go, the end of the second lap of the race. We've just lowered the fastest lap. Yes, we did indeed. That's because I am very quick here in Malaysia, surprisingly. Okay, we've got 2 cars heading off to the pit lane. That Red Bull... Yeah, he's just on about the positions. Yeah, that Red Bull should be able to get to the pit lane before we catch him again. Because we can't do a sub 90-second 90-second lap. And plus we're too far behind him now to lap him twice. Although, having said that, we might do. You never know, because it is David Coulthard. But it's probably Christian Clean knowing my luck saying it's Coulthard, but we're pulling away from Fisichella like we did in Bahrain. We're driving a Ferrari. This should be... It should be... I'm not saying the championship should be easy, because well, it's never easy, but to be fair, I'm hoping that we can win the championship before the final race, if we can win the championship, because you can't always guarantee you're going to win the championship even after the performance we've had in this Grand Prix and the next one, and the last one, should I say. That's the Grand Prix that we haven't won yet. That's the Australian Grand Prix, and that's next time out. So coming into the pit lane, otherwise we run out of fuel. Where's the pit lane entry? There it is. Don't run too wide. Have we got anybody following us? Fisichella is Massa. No, Massa won't come in. Right, sub 8-second pit stop again. Come on, we can do this. There's a McLaren's waiting. There's Fisichella. Come on, let's get this perfect. There we go. That's nice. Come on, what's this going to be? 7.8 seconds. Get in there. Fastest pit stop, and there's a Honda coming in. That is Rubens Barrichello, I believe. In the Honda, well, of course it'll be a Honda, but it's Rubens Barrichello, is it? I don't really know yet. We've got cars coming out of the, no, wait, the car coming out of the pit lane. We're slotting between the 2 Toro Rossos, between Liuzzi and, ironically, his name, the guy up ahead, is Scott Speed. In the V10, Rev Limited V10, Toro Rosso powered car. Actually, the team is Toro Rosso. I don't know what I'm on about anymore, but you know what I mean. It's a Rev Limited V10, which I only found out probably months ago, which I'm really surprised that nobody mentioned it during the 06 season in real life. Well, they did once. That's how I found out about it, because I was watching some old laps of these old V8s as we... Yep. That's because I was risking it with, what's his name, with Speed, and I spun. Because I tried to risk it getting past Speed on the inside. I should have waited because we got the quicker car. So it's going to be very close, these final few laps, but... Okay, so Alonso and my teammate Massa are in the pits now. Come on. Keep it clean, James. Do not bin this car. We want to finish every race this season. I think that's Heidfeld going on to lead the Grand Prix on his own because he hasn't stopped yet, but we'll find out. Okay, now we've got Speed in the pit lane. We've got Liuzzi up next. As Alonso's leaving the pits, are we out ahead of Fernando? Yeah, we should be out comfortably ahead of Fernando there. Yeah, and it is Nick Heidfeld. Shall I risk? Oh, Jesus Christ, that was fucking close. We nearly went into the back of Liuzzi. Come on, around the outside of Liuzzi, should... Yeah, well, that was an easy move there. But Heidfeld is staying out long. Nick Heidfeld is. Is he going to possibly win this Grand Prix? Possibly, I don't know. But I think it is yet to stop, Heidfeld is, so I wouldn't worry about Nick Heidfeld too much. 2 laps to go. Do not spin it again where we spun it last time. Oh, the car got sideways going in to one of my worst sections of the F1 calendar, apart from turn 8 in Turkey. That section normally gobbles us up. Yeah, bad joke, I know. So that can't be good. Oh, it's a Honda. It's a, not a Honda. It's a Renault. It's Fisichella. As now we're on the grass because I'm focusing on Fisichella being out of the Grand Prix. Okay, keep it calm, James. Heitfeldt's in the pit lane. We should take the lead here. Massa will move on to the podium when Liuzzi pits as well. As long as Liuzzi don't bash us out of the Grand Prix here, we're okay. He doesn't. That's good. So Alonso is moved into second place as we will take the lead of the Malaysian Grand Prix onto the final lap of the race. Nick Heidfeld led 2 laps for BMW Sauber. Yes, I know it's his last lap. Don't keep telling me because you'll end up putting me off. Yeah, that's going to be good, isn't it? Our tyres are starting to get a bit of wear on them, which means the car's not going to have the grip as it would, as it's already slid going into turn number 3 there. I don't want to wreck this car. I'm getting nervous. I don't want to wreck the car, but I can't back off too much because of Alonso. Okay, let's get around. Yep, that corner is normally a problem. The next corner is on exit is a problem. Which the car got sideways. I got at it because it got sideways. These have been scruffy few laps. Okay, that corner's fine. 2 seconds to Alonso. Blasting through these final few corners now. This final corner is the one that normally gives me a problem on the exit as well. We slid going in, but we're okay coming out. And we are going down the back straight away for the final time. Here in Malaysia, no more races in Malaysia on this particular F1 Korea Championship Edition Korea. Round the final corner, and we take back-to-back wins here in this season number 5. We win the Malaysian Grand Prix yet again, but this time for Ferrari. Our teammate Felipe Massa gets on the podium. We finish ahead of Alonso, 2 Ferraris on the podium, which means we are going to basically be in a very good position Constructors' Championship wise. Heidfeld finishes 11th, exactly 20 seconds behind us, which is good to see that it can be that precise every now and then. The 2 McLarens moved up a position each. The 2 Hondas finished in tandem again. The only difference is that Fisichella isn't there. And here we are. So Fisichella, Coulthard, Montero, Fisichella, Coulthard and Trulli all out of the Grand Prix. So, beg me pardon there. The Australian Grand Prix next. That's the championship. 20 points to Alonso's 16. Massa's on 12. Barrichello's moved up. Alonso's moved up. Fisichella's moved down. Ralf Schumacher has finally got a point this season. Rosberg is yet to score. We've got a few drivers that are yet to score this year. And Ferrari at 12 points. We are ahead of Renault. Honda have moved up ahead of McLaren. Williams haven't got no points yet because neither of the drivers have. And Toyota have 1 point. So after a fantastic Malaysian Grand Prix, we look to be trying to have that performance in Australia as well. We only got a pole in Australia last season, but now the national anthem. Yeah, so we win the Malaysian Grand Prix. Outstanding victory. Brilliant race at Sepang International Circuit. A fantastic win for the Scuderia team. There's a real buzz around the team at the moment. Yes, we could win the championship for Ferrari. I hope I can win the championship for Ferrari. And the next Grand Prix will be in Australia, which I'm going to advance to now, but you guys will be seeing soon. Can Renault repeat their victory in Australia? We didn't win last time out in Australia. It was Giancarlo Fisichella. So, yeah, I will see you guys for round 3 of the F1 Championship Edition Korea. Let me know if you've liked this Grand Prix in the comments, in the Malaysian Grand Prix. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in Australia.